look wonderful.
Thank you very much.
You look wonderful.
I'm feeling gassed.
Yes, your first outfit wasn't a lot, but this one.
Obviously I came on a bummy team, but
Oh,
Black Panther. It was really light, man. It was really light. The car drop off, you know, the letter of appreciation. You're right there, mate.
Oh, thank you.
What's that? Yeah. For the premiere, the European premiere of Black Panther?
Yeah, everyone was there, you know.
Was you there?
No.
Oh, okay.
I turned it down, actually.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Puddi,
That's not what your Twitter said.
But the funny thing is, I don't actually care for Black Panther. Everyone's like really got... No, it's true though. Everyone's got erections over Black Panther coming out. And like, it's gone so far now that it's actually maybe not want to watch it.
See, I don't like people like that, though. I don't like
You don't like people like what?
Sorry, I don't like people that, because there's a lot of hype around something, automatically you're no longer going to be a part of it. If something's good, be a part of it.
No, it's not,
very sick.
Have you seen the racism that has come from Black Panther? The way black people have been coming at white people on Twitter for like the last maybe 6 months.
Wait, give me an example, because I haven't.
White people don't go watch Black Panther.
What do you mean? How is that racist? What, the black people are telling white people to not go and watch it?
They're saying don't go watch it. You're not allowed to watch it in the first week. That's black people only.
Yeah, but that's jokes though.
Yeah, I listen.
Lying up.
It's jokes.
Anyway.
Yeah. So start of the week, Dele Alli managed to do something that you didn't.
Oh wow. Okay.
No, Dele Alli, obviously, he went viral because he was getting his dick sucked on Snapchat, I believe it was. But I'm seeing that apparently it wasn't even allowed to go too viral because it counts as like revenge porn or something like that.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, so it couldn't be in the newspapers or so. That's what I'm hearing, something along those lines. But it could have been, yeah. But
I heard he got bribed. The person said, "Give me 50k or I'm leaking it," and then they just. That's what I heard.
Went they bribed it to them to suck the dick. Give 50k or sucking the other guys. Do you know what the thing is? Yeah. What made me laugh so much was how happy Dele Alli looked getting his dick sucked.
He actually rubbed
He reminded me of
his nipple.
You reminded me of when you first get your dick sucked in Freshers Week, and you're like, "Oh shit, this uni stuff's real." Like there was a joke. Like,
I can't relate.
This shit really happens. Like,
can't relate.
This is a real thing. Like,
I'm not involved.
Dele Alli was smiling. Like,
wait, Freshers Week was the first time you got your dick sucked?
No, I'm saying when I first got my. Obviously, you got your dick sucked before Freshers Week, but when you arrived at Freshers Week, you'd been getting stories for time like, "Yo, bruv, you're gonna get your dick sucked." Then you go student union, you get your dick sucked, and you pull the Dele Alli face to the camera like, "Yes, it's real."
Okay.
It's true. It happens, guys.
Wow.
Let's move
put
on
that in the
before
prospectus. You done more.
oversubscribed.
This is oversubscribed, mate. Shout out Kingston Uni.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow. Wow. Okay.
Today we had the Nike advert come out.
That was really cool.
I still haven't managed to have a chance to take a look at it.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I didn't get a chance to look at it.
It's sick.
Yeah.
Is it? What was happening? I just heard Giggs pops up out of nowhere and says, "Get out of my pub."
What you say about Peckham? Yeah. But it's a sick advert. It's got like loads of you know them adverts where faces pop in and you're like, oh.
Yeah.
But I genuinely did not know what it was about. So there was a link after Nike.com/Londoner, and I went on it and like there was nothing. So I don't know what it was, but it was just nice.
I think it's just associating
It captured
brands.
London, a lot of London.
Yeah.
They tried to mug Peckham though. Like
What they said about Peckham?
Like,
They put Juju in Peckham. I don't know. There was like there was
Peckham is for
skeleton
Nigerians,
hands and
so
that.
they banged George in Peckham.
Listen.
I thought that was a Brixton.
I think it was a funny way to represent.
Yeah, I heard it was a.
I heard Juju was a Brixton thing.
Yeah, I heard certain rappers turned into
morphine.
cats.
He's on morphine.
Wow, I didn't know about these things.
Nah, trust me, listen.
Wow.
Like, listen,
And then Drake,
Cat Walk the Park
Drake
might be
of
your favourite
course,
rapper.
got involved because it's
Yeah.
London.
Yeah.
And he had to put his 2 cents in.
I think Drake.
Does it upset you that Drake loves London? Like,
It's fake love, not to be like.
Why is it fake love?
yeah,
He
break that
just
down.
he just does it too much. Like he begs it so much. Like he's such a beg. Like he's sick. I'm not gonna lie. He's like one of the best. Of
I don't know,
our time,
when it comes to the whole fake love thing, I just feel like, I don't know, maybe he's just been down so much it feels like up to him. Maybe they just look up to him. Maybe he's got fake people showing fake love to him. I don't know. Like,
You're
This
annoying.
Puddi.
Can we move on? What's
Puddi.
next?
okay, What was last on the list?
The
Okay.
roundup. Mist and
Mist.
Fredo.
Oh yeah,
Fredo.
Mr. Fredo
tapes.
dropped their
Yeah.
tapes. I heard Fredo. I haven't listened to Fredo's one.
Hayo
I need,
said
I
it's
need,
the best
yeah,
tape
I need
ever.
a
Ever in
moment because I need
history.
to take it in properly. I need
Yeah.
to sit at home. I need some flour on the table that looks like cocaine. Just for imagery.
Yeah.
A dark room. Yeah. Some
just
what is
play
it? Givenchy. How does he say it? Givenchy.
I don't even know.
I
How
don't know.
do
He
you say
says it. He says.
It's like Givenchy.
Okay, I need some Givenchy on one side. There's hella design in the room. I need to take it in properly. But
Hopefully
I'm
he's
looking forward
changed.
to that. I'm hoping Mist.
Yeah, I'm
You,
really
yeah.
hoping he's changed.
What? Fredo or Mist?
I'm looking forward
Fredo.
to it.
Oh yeah.
Mist won't change.
This week, Dave tweeted that Giggs' verse on KMT is one of the most important. So I've set you guys a little task where you guys pick your 5 most important verses in your opinion,
Yeah.
and then we just go back to back and make a timeline list. You guys on it?
Let's get it.
Come, let's get it.
I don't mind.
Let's
We
see
could
your
Man
list.
said I don't mind. We said
Oh,
let's
man.
get it. Where's your
We
enthusiasm?
could do.
He's
we'll,
the star.
We'll go one for one.
No, say your list.
Say your
first
list,
of all.
yeah. Say your whole list, babe.
Okay, so first on the list, I've got Talking the Hardest, full track. As full track's
Ooh.
only one verse anyway. So 2, we've got Black Boys,
Yep.
specifically towards the end. So
Interesting.
technically, it's not actually a verse, but I'm calling it a verse for the sake of
So his little
discussion.
speech at the end.
It's not a little speech; it's a big speech. bro.
Puddi's gonna come with something
Okay.
spicy with
Then-
that one.
Thirdly, we've got Pass Out, verse 2.
Okay.
Fourth, we've got Swiss Cry, verse 2. These guys have good second verses. And last but not least, we've got Stormzy, Shut Up, full
Okay.
track.
Alright.
So I agree with Dave. So I've got Giggs KMT as one of the most important. I've got Sneakbo, Touch a Button. I've got Frsh, the first verse. I've got Ghetts, Retweet in the Ghetto, Ghetts his verse. And I've got Kano, the first verse on P's and Q's. So,
So none of you have anything in common?
nah.
Alright, cool. Let's argue this shit
I
out.
had anything in common.
Alright, so let's go head to head
Giggs
with
for
Giggs.
Giggs,
Yeah.
yeah.
So why would you say KMT should go as one of the
Well-
most important over Talking the Hardest?
I agree with Dave because I think that was when the verse came out. I wasn't gassed. I wasn't particularly amazed. I don't think a lot of people were. Then the Americans did what Americans do, and there was a video going around of them going mad to Drake's verse, and then when Giggs' verse comes on, they all go flat and stop, and that obviously went viral. And I think that this verse now was the UK's response to America always bullying, and it was the time now where we said, listen, you're not always going to set pace, you're not always going to bully us. Like, the rapper that you're championing is not even from your country for a start. We're going to support our own, we're going to champion this verse. And that's why you get everyone going mad to that verse. I think it just holds so much weight.
Do you know what I never thought of? How do you think Giggs felt when he saw America's reaction to his verse?
Giggs went on a podcast and said he knew the
saying
verse
on
was
the
hard.
half-cast.
Oh, he was feeling it?
Yeah, he was proper
Alright,
relaxed
cool.
about it.
Alright, okay. What about you, baby? Talking the Hardest. Why is that more important?
Well, first of all, I disagree with what you said in terms of America bullying us. I don't know when America was ever bullying the UK. I did not know that we had that sort of dynamic with America, that they were considered bullies of us, so that's news to me anyway.
Okay.
I think
But-
they're the standard that everyone
America
feels like
set
they have. The
pace.
gatekeepers.
America set pace.
I think that's what he means, the gatekeepers,
Yeah,
where
you know-
we need their certification
But
before we
there
feel.
was no bullying taking place, in my opinion.
Yeah, I'm
In
not.
my
I
opinion.
think that he just, that's what he meant.
That was an example. The
Man must
video
have
was an
sent the
example.
USA against you.
He's being very pedantic. That video was an
Yeah.
example of them bullying.
Pedantic, wonderful word. No, but that video was not an example of any sort of bullying, in my opinion. They just thought the verse wasn't that good. And a lot of people thought the verse wasn't that good.
Did you think the verse was good?
No.
When it comes on in the club, do you go mad?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're an example of someone that's flipped it and is now championing the verse.
I'm not championing it.
You do
I'm not one of
champion
the
it if
freedom fighters. You're saying it like we're a bunch of freedom
I'm not
fighters.
talking about freedom fighters. I'm
not-
talking
Alright.
about people that just support you. You sing along to the verse.
Alright, but
even
why
though
is
you think
talking
it's
the
whack.
hardest? Why is talking the hardest? Why are you putting that forward, babe?
Okay, well, I see Talking the Hardest as a song that basically changed UK rap, changed the whole scene.
Okay.
It ushered in a whole new sound when it came to rap music, especially coming from a time, I wouldn't say directly before it, but a time before the sort of before the Talking the Hardest Ever, where you know a lot of UK rappers did try and sound American. If we're being totally honest, a lot of them did. That was the first song that I remember that had the impact that it had. It had its own sound that was so separate from anything that I had heard coming out of a UK rapper ever. And which is ironic because it was over an American beat, but it still managed to have that impact. And because of the cultural impact that it's had up until today.
I feel like the fact that like this resonated more, I'm gonna have to go with Talking the Hardest. It's our national anthem.
No,
but I feel like you can accept, we can accept that.
Listen,
Such a family.
It's all love for the national anthem.
Yeah, exactly. I
At the end of
mean,
the day,
it's all love for Giggs in
I
it.
still
So
agree with Dave, so yes. All right,
Yeah,
cool. Let's whack that.
Alright, the next point, what do you want to put down as your next?
Go to that one.
So we've got right here a verse that a lot of people ain't gonna agree with me, but I don't mind. We've got Tiny Tempah Pass Out, verse 2. Okay.
That's like
So that's what they say hello, they say hello, they say bonjour. I drive past the bus, I used to run for all of that.
Wait, keep it going.
They say hello, they say bonjour.
Yeah,
I'm pissed I never got to fly on a Concorde.
Yeah.
I'm pissed Southampton,
Yeah,
but I
keep
never
going.
been to Scunthorpe.
Yeah.
I'm fucking crazy
He's
with
in
the
that new
kicks,
words,
screaming
hey.
jump.
Yeah.
I'm about to be
Keep
a bigger
going.
star than my
Yeah.
mum for, because every day I got a groupie at my front
Yeah,
door.
we could get
Every
that.
day. Now I drive past the bus I used to
Yeah.
run for.
That's
Where's my
my
fucking
boy.
clap? Where's my encore? And
Pass Out, yes. For me, okay. That was the day I realized, I saw that a guy can actually go, from grime, and do the music that he was making when he was initially doing grime, because there was the aftershock Tiny Tempah, then then there was the wife rhythm Tiny Tempah, and
Tears.
Love that one.
and Tears Tiny Tempah, and then Pass Out drop. When Pass Out dropped, especially specifically that second verse, because it's so fucking catchy, I just always see it as, for me, it's the representation of the fact that you can go from grime to pop and actually be extremely successful at it to a level that had never ever been reached before by any of his counterparts.
In his final form.
That was him in his final form.
This is electronic, so it was modern.
Yeah, it was modern. I agree.
Dizzy Rascal was doing like Dreams and songs like that as well, which didn't have the same sound.
Dreams was gold.
Yeah, but it wasn't.
Except for the singing bit.
Yeah. The
Are
main
you
part.
gonna have a dream?
So I've got in competition with that, I've got Frsh's first verse on
Call me Flash
because
because I'm a Flash bastard.
I'm getting money out my arsehole.
Alright.
Bruv, that verse there, obviously Frsh is one of my favourite rappers. When it comes to punchlines, like he's on a different level, and I feel like that tune was just like, so the punchlines in it were so sick. I think like it showed that cool rappers, it's not always a grime now man can be on a bragging thing and have punchlines with that as well. So I feel like Frsh was the first person I saw successfully do that, like look clean, show that he has money, have a nice clean video.
I personally am gonna go with Pass Out. No, don't do it like that. The reason why I'm going to go with Pass Out is because I feel like it's important for the movement. Like, in terms of the movement, like, I think the whole point is that people that don't have grime at their front door, they're going to hear it, they're going to be able to relate to it. I think he's allowed that to happen.
That song was not grime, and that song did not help grime in any way, shape or form.
I think it showed a model of how we can... Because, I mean, I'm not saying everyone that's doing it wants to go mainstream, but it showed a model that it can be done and it can be done very successfully.
People were going mainstream before that. But cool. If that's number 2, that's number 2. Cool. Let's go.
Said it.
Let's go.
Come on, let's go for the third one. You can get the third
Okay,
one.
where are we taking it then?
All right. Let's go.
Okay.
Let's go Cry.
I've got Swiss Cry, second verse, with the very, 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 very legendary line, which I don't even need to say the line, everybody knows the line, you know what I'm saying. I think that the Cry second verse, very culturally significant verse when it came out, and I still think it's equally significant today with what was spoken about on the track. I think that it came out in a time when everybody was doing the 4 bars,
and again,
the 4 bars and again ever, you know, that era. And he came with something lyrical that was different to what I was hearing, a lot more positive in a way to what I don't know about positive, but you know what I mean. It was a different sound. to what I was hearing, and yeah, he created a classic with that. And that second verse specifically, it's always going to be a verse that you can always listen back to and relate to, and it relates to struggles that you might have been through as a black boy growing up in London.
Okay. But I think you could say the same thing for your pick.
So I've got Ghetts Into the Ghetto up against that. I just feel like the rawness, the passion, and the delivery of Ghetts' verse is one of the best verses on one of the best songs to come out of the UK. It's difficult to go against a song that has like a political message, of course, but I just feel like the pure, like the bars, the aggression, everything, I just feel like it was just something it was so passionate. I feel like it had the same passion as Cry.
Yeah.
So obviously Cry is a lot more like subtle in its delivery, a lot more mellow. But I feel like that aggression from Ghetts talking about like life in the ghetto and the way he broke down, like the bars were sectioned like every four bars. I feel like just the way he delivered it, I feel like it was perfect. Yeah. And then the way it came into the chorus as well, like, I don't know, man.
Guess what, DJ Matthews?
I think it's hard to compare, but...
Yeah, that's exactly what I would say.
Personally, I think it's deep that both have to get taken off. In an ideal world, I would keep both of them under this.
Let's keep both of them.
In an ideal world,
Let's keep both of them, because I felt the exact same way. It's really close. If I had to pick, it would be Ghetts, just because I think he did a madness on that. But I say it's our show. Let's keep both.
Cool. Okay, so as it stands, the list is
Talking the Hardest.
Talking the Hardest.
Pass Out. Then Cry / Into the Ghetto.
And Into the Ghetto, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I've gone for P's and Q's, obviously, because the song speaks for itself.
Yeah,
like,
100.
I feel like
100.
It's set. I don't even know how to explain what the song did. The first verse, and the fact that that first verse was the first two lines were used again by Skepta on
The Manners Don't Like Me.
Some Man Don't Like Me, Microphone Champion. Skepta used those lines again. It was already referenced.
That's iconic to me.
Again, so it shows just how iconic it was.
Definitely.
So I don't have the biggest explanation, but I think the tune just speaks for itself.
I think, though, that in a couple years, people are going to be saying the same thing about your pick.
Yeah, Stormzy Shut Up at the end of the day, okay. Stormzy Shut Up
was I love it.
It was a marriage of old school grime with the new school, okay. Stormzy's come out in an era where people are adamant to say he's not even grime. Like when you first heard Stormzy Shut Up, like if you're one of them people who thought that Stormzy isn't real grime, you heard that and you thought, oh shit, he knows about this beat.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? That's how stupid people are.
Now, I don't think anyone questions Stormzy knowing about grime and being grime, because Stormzy was doing Wicked's Gangman.
Yeah.
The same format as Shut Up.
Yeah.
So he was always doing the freestyles in the park over old school beats. Like he bodied Eskimo beats and stuff like that.
But look what he did with it. He charted with it,
Yeah.
and he showed people that they could chart with that sort of format. That's something that's never been done before by anyone.
But that's based on Stormzy as a person. I don't think that could be replicated. But I feel like P's and Q's just set so much pace for everyone.
I would take P's and Q's over Shut Up, obviously.
Okay,
of course.
Cool.
Of course. Technically, all 5 spaces are taken. So, yeah, on our last one,
this is a wild card then.
If we do decide to include it, we have to actually lock someone out.
Okay.
Okay.
Ooh, so stakes are high. Come on, let's go.
I've got Black Boys, specifically. No, hold on though. I've got Black Boys.
Bro.
I've got Black
There's nothing
Boys,
wrong with that.
Specifically.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Last verse, where Bashy is basically listing the honour roll of every single black person doing anything well in their lives. Okay. That is my pick.
Okay. And I've got completely different. I've got Sneakbo, the verse on Touch a Button. Yeah, the first verse, of course. So
nobody knows the other verses. Like,
no, I know Political Pete's verse.
Nobody knows Political Pete's verses.
Yeah,
I'm telling you that
now. Okay, so Touch a Button, man. Come on, like
I love that.
That started a mad wave of people jumping on these bashment rhythms and showing that there's a UK flavour. We're from the UK. We're multicultural.
Yeah.
Everyone in the UK, majority of people know where they're from. When you say where you're from, they know their roots. But when you go to America, they will say I'm black. but they won't say I'm from Nigeria or Ghana. But in the UK, we have that. I feel like it started that wave as well of all the Afro swing artists that you have now, because that technically is a version of Afro swing, because it's swang to the bashment section.
It's swang.
It's swang to the bashment section. So
my question is, are we taking anyone out for Sneakbo?
I would argue Sneakbo with Pass Out.
Pass Out, yeah.
Sneakbo with Pass Out?
Yes.
To take out Pass Out?
Yes.
To take out Pass Out?
Yes. It's the same effect as Talking the Hardest. It was the African version of Talking the Hardest.
Bad. What do you mean? It's amazing. All right, so I'm just gonna help you out, babe.
Wow. Yeah, Pass Out has to pass out.
So the final list is Talking the Hardest, Sneakbo, Touch a Button. This is not in order, by the way. Ghetts, Inner the Ghetto, Kano, P's and Q's, and Cry.
Yeah, I'm happy with that.
I'm happy with that. Don't worry, guys. The season's coming up here. We won't have pens
How
and
many of my
paper.
picks
Don't worry.
Production, you need to pan some iPads or
do you know what I
something,
mean?
fam.
Like,
You get me?
all
I
right.
don't get paid enough.
That's it. I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that.
Wait, how many of
But
mine
shout out
did
to
this?
everyone on the list, though.
Bro, I won 3-2. If you really want to be like childish about it.
It's all right.
He wants to be a kid about it. I won 3-2. Don't touch me now.
I learned a lot, guys. I learned a lot. I learned a lot.
Jet ski, got a dagger.
It's that time of the day.
Retweet or delete.
I thought I was introducing it, but okay, just take over.
I want Koi to do it.
Alright, Koi, introduce
Thank
the
you,
team.
babe. I did. Retweet or delete, guys.
Retweet or delete, guys. Now, which one did you like more?
Wait, hold on. I already. Do you know what I mean? So petty.
Alright, what song we got? What's the first song we got this
Geko.
week?
Likes that.
How's he landing?
You didn't give him a chance. Geko.
You first, go ahead.
Retweet.
I'm actually interested to hear what you say.
I'm gonna retweet it. I feel like it's different for Geko. I like it's kind of catchy.
Yeah.
I just hope Geko don't Justin Timberlake us and decide that he's not black, and then
He wasn't black before.
no, but he was making like African like Baba, why you being a pagan?
That was
like,
garbage.
But it was a banger. So I just hope he's not on this Justin Timberlake thing, because it's like he's 1 foot out at the moment. So
But
Geko, if you're listening, stay with us, bro.
Listen. Koi?
retweet.
Okay.
Simple. I think it's a vibe. I like it. It's cool.
For me, Geko, and bear in mind, I'm not a fan of Geko.
Okay.
At all.
Okay.
At all. There was once a point where Geko was rapping, yeah. Geko the rapper was actually good. Geko can actually rap.
He's
yeah?
rapping on this.
Yeah. Let me give you. Geko the rapper was actually good. Geko the Afrobeat karaoke artist, that's a whole. I don't even
It's a
consider
fade.
Afrobeat.
He enjoyed it.
Puddi, retweet or delete?
Retweet.
Okay.
This tune's a
Cool.
banger.
Oh,
The
we
tune's
all
a banger.
agree.
The tune's so cold. The production's cold. It's beautiful. Like this
man
song
said
It's a vibe. It
this
really is
song's
a vibe.
beautiful.
Yeah.
I really like this song.
Okay, second song,
Yeah.
Lekaa,
Yeah.
featuring Big Tobz, Baseman, and Chezeeko, Late Night Ting. Koi.
I really wanted to like it, and it didn't get it. I'm guessing females are the target audience. I'm a female. It didn't get me. I didn't really enjoy it, so I'm gonna have to delete. Sorry, guys. I'm sure your next song will be great as well.
I like Baseman a lot. Okay. Baseman is very, very good. Big Tobz is very, very good.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, Baseman, I don't know. His work rate is what pisses me off. Because Baseman should be #1. Yeah. Baseman should be the guy. Yeah. But he just took. It's like he takes breaks. Yeah. And that really burns me, because Baseman should be the guy. Okay. This song specifically, unfortunately, it's gonna have to be a delete for me. And the reason why I'm deleting it is because of, is it Chezeeko? I don't like his verse, okay? Not only don't I like his verse, I don't think he should have had a verse. I think they should have swapped Chezeeko's verse with the chorus.
Yeah, I can literally echo every single thing that you said. So,
agree.
Yeah, so delete. Yeah, I like the production, but it does feel very like 2016-y. So, yeah. We'll just move on to the last one.
Guys, you know we've all agreed like 2 times in a row now.
Swear,
Never
we're
happened
getting
before.
too familiar still.
Alright.
Moving on to the last track, and speaking of songs that sound like they should have come out, we've got Donny Bandoe. Now listen, I'm a fan of Don E, okay? I'm a fan of Don E, okay? When I first heard this song, it reminded me of, do you know when African Warrior?
Afrobeat Warrior,
No,
Azonto Warriors.
No,
oh,
no,
Doneo.
the song Doneo, African Warrior, when it came on in the rave, or any funky house came on the rave, and you had that one guy, yeah, who knew the dance move, so he moved everyone out the way. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that Don, yeah. I was never that Don, okay? I was the one that
was getting head.
Oh, boy.
Whoa! Where did that come from? Wow.
The Dele Alli thing, innit?
I just felt I wasn't dancing, bro. I wasn't that Don, did it? I was just chilling, do you know what I'm saying?
Wow.
But my point is, yeah, this song it should have came out like 10 years ago, okay? Like, I don't know, man. I'm sorry.
So is it a delete?
It's a delete for me. Like, I actually, do you know what, yeah? Do I like the song? Actually, yes, I do like the song. So I guess it's a retweet. I just think it should have came out 10 years ago. Is would you consider this to be a funky house song?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's strange. I found it very strange that he went to make a funky house song. I think, do you know who misled him? Doneo.
Yeah, Doneo
because
made the beat.
Doneo, no, but Doneo made that, he said on Twitter, he's bringing back Funky House,
he
yeah?
brought out
And he dropped the album,
Yeah.
the Funky House album.
So Donny must have caught him in studio them times.
Yeah, and Doneo sat him down and told him, like, listen,
What story
Funky
time is
House
this?
is about to be the thing in 2018, and he made the track. He shouldn't have listened. It's not going to be
You
the
guys
thing in
actually just
2018.
created a story, but okay.
Sure. You?
I think I
God.
liked it. I was like, I really was enjoying the sound and everything. Then I realized why, because I've heard it before, and you know, it has a nice vibe to it. I'm going to delete because, like you said, it sounded dated for me. I think if they did something new with it, like didn't make it sound pretty much like another version of a song I've heard before, then I would be into it. Yeah, so it's a delete for me.
Okay.
Sorry, babies.
It's a retweet for me.
Oh, we were on a
Simply
Threesome.
because
I'll
I
retweet it as well.
like the
me
song.
too.
I like the song. Despite, obviously it's old, but I do like the song. And I feel like Donny is one of the most versatile rappers in the
100%.
UK at the moment. But he's so slept on because people are trying to confine him to You Alright, yeah? But he's made, he's made Heard a Man Say, which you said are bangers. This is another banger, and he's shown that he's versatile because he's not a singer or harmonizer like a lot of the other people. He actually raps, and even his freestyles, he can freestyle. You will find yourself skipping down the road singing it.
Yeah.
Let's not lie.
Yeah.
On a silly one.
I don't know.
On a silly one.
Yeah.
On a silly one, then you're like,
I
why
would.
am I singing that song?
Yeah,
Like, you
yeah.
will.
I don't know, man. I like it. I retweeted it because, I like the song, but I do think it should have came out 10 years ago.
I think he could have just done something a little bit different, but
Hey.
yeah.
Hey.
Wait.
Oh my god.
You
You know this is for everyone to see.
Wait.
Oh. Straight in my face.
Man, I
Yeah.
whip and dance. Man,
Yeah. All right then. Well done, Aya. You went to see Black Panther, so winning.
See the guy that was
That's how they dance in Wakanda.
I
I did not get girls during Freshers Week.
Onto
You
it,
are
man.
100%
Onto
right.
it, man.